Oh, you came then?
This place is a dump.
So what?
And look at the state of you.
If you've come round to give me an earful, Mum, you can get lost.
No, that's not why I've come. I've been worried about you, Bianca.
Makes a change.
I'm always worried about you.
What, you scared I might get in trouble?
I worry about you because I love you.
Oh. So do you always lie to people you love then?
I should have told you before about David.
Oh, really?
Sorry.
Sorry. Is that meant to make it all right then, is it?
You've never been interested in who your dad was.
I didn't know he lived across the road from me. I mean, for God's sake, Mum, you've seen me talking to him. Don't you think I had a right to know who he was?
Yeah, but he's never been a dad to you.
Because you never let him.
He wasn't interested.
You've always shut him out of my life.
You never wanted to be in your life.
Neither did you.
Listen, what I said back then, I didn't mean. I was angry, Bianca.
You never wanted me.
I did want you.
I thought I was just an accident.
Yeah, all right. Well, I didn't exactly plan to have you.
Yeah, well, you made that clear. What was I, a quick screw down the canal?
Yeah, and if David whipped it out his way, that's all you ever would have been. I went up to the West End for the pregnancy test. They told me it was positive. I didn't believe him at first. I didn't want to believe him. Well, I went and bought myself an ice cream and sat by the fountains in Trafalgar Square. God, it was freezing. It was November. I knew they weren't lying. I sat there and I thought, God, what am I going to do? I thought I didn't tell my mum. I knew she'd skin me. So the next day I sent David a note at school asking him to meet me at dinner time. And he never showed. So I caught up with him after school when he was with his mates. They was all messing around with fireworks. Well, he didn't want to talk to me. He chucked this banger thing at me, and when I screamed, he laughed. They all did. Anyway, they started walking off, so I followed them. He turned round to me and he told me to leave him alone. He called me a dirty tart. And they laughed. But I wanted to tell him, so I stuck right behind him. So eventually he had to leave his mates. We went and sat in a bus stop. God, it stunk in there, you know how they do. Anyway, I told him I was pregnant. He just turned and looked at me and he said, "What's it got to do with me?" I said, "You got to be the dad. I've never been with anybody else." So I just kept saying it over and over. I've never been with anybody else. In the end, I suppose he believed me because he turned around and he said, "How much it going to cost?" I said, "What?" He said, "Get rid of it." I said, I didn't know if I wanted to get rid of it. I might want to keep it. He was scared. I could see it in his eyes. Anyway, a few days later, he came up to me after school and he hands me this envelope with 100 quid in it, all in dirty £5 notes. I didn't want an abortion. I wanted the baby. I wanted you. I loved you from the minute I knew I was expecting you. I'll never stop loving you, Bianca. Never.
Hello, Mum. Come on. Morning.
All right, love, you don't have to get up yet. Go and have a lie in. I'll bring you some breakfast off if you like.
What, in bed?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
Have you two cleaned your teeth yet?
Come
Get.
with me. Listen, I'll take them to a school if you like.
No, you don't have to do that.
I don't mind.
No, I'll do it, won't you, Alan?
Yeah, I'll do it.
They're my boots.
Yeah. Well, it'll do me own anyway.
Listen, why don't you go and have a nice bath and use some of my bath oil? Take it easy for a bit.
All right, then. You're so brave. How come you're so brave?
Just did what I wanted to do.
I hate him.
So do I.
Just thought we could bung you some money and get yourself out of trouble.
I didn't want him around anyway.
Alan would never do a thing like that.
No, I don't think he would.
Wish he was my real dad.
He's darling, all the ways that really matter.
So where's David fit into all this then?
Nowhere. He's irrelevant, just like he always has been. All right.
Yeah, I'm going out for a walk.
Well, this time of night.
Yeah, I want to get a bit of fresh air.
Bianca, take care.
I will.
Bianca? You got my letter then? Bianca. Bianca! Bianca, you can't go!
Oh, watch me.
Look, we need to talk!
I don't think so.
Please, Bianca!
Don't touch me.
All right, I'm sorry. Oh, is it going to be like this every time we see each other?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. I can't make you talk to me. But I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything.
My mum's told me about you.
Well, I hardly think she'd be singing my praises.
She said you wanted to get rid of me. Is it true? Well?
Yes, I did.
So you're not going to deny it then?
Would you believe me if I did?
So you admit you wanted to get rid of me?
Bianca, you weren't a person then,
That's
were you?
right, I was just an inconvenience.
Look, it was a long, long time ago.
What difference does that make?
I was just a kid.
You were old enough to have sex with my mum.
We was just having a bit of fun, that was all.
Yeah, except she couldn't walk away from it like you did.
Well, she could have done, if she wanted to.
You gave her money to kill me. I hate you.
Bianca, you don't know me.
I know what you did to me mum.
Bianca.
There's nothing more to say.
There is. Now, you don't know everything yet. Sit down. Sit down. When you was a kid, did you ever wonder why I never come and see you?
Of course I did.
And why do you think that was?
When I was little, I just thought maybe you was George Michael or Handsome Prince or something.
It was because I never even knew you existed.
Because you didn't stick around to find out.
I had no choice, love. A couple of weeks after your mum told me she was pregnant, her brothers got hold of me.
Oh, don't tell me. They roughed you up a bit. Big deal.
Roughed me up? They jumped me on the way home from school one afternoon. Took it in turns to kick the living daylights out of me. Derek got out this knife and he held it right up to my face, right up so I could see it. And he said, He said, you go near my sister again, and I will kill you. My mum took me out of school. And by the Christmas, we'd moved away. That was the last I heard of him. Never saw your mum again. Until the day, I come back here. What I did was wrong. It was wrong. But I knew nothing about you, I swear.
If you did, would you have come and seen me?
Yeah. Yeah, of course I would have done. When your mum told me, I just wanted to make it all up to you. I wanted to tell you everything then, but she wouldn't have it. My dad was never there for me when I needed him. But if I'd have known about you, of course I would have been there for you. I would have looked after you. And I would have... My dad was never there for me when I needed him. But if I'd have known about you, of course I would have been there for you. I would have looked after you. And I would have loved you. And I would have been your dad.
Would you?
Bianca, please, let me prove it to you.
Morning.
Tea's in the pot. You were late home last night?
I thought you were asleep.
No, I couldn't sleep until I knew you were safe home.
I went to see David.
Yeah, I know. So what do you have to say then?
He told me about what happened. Must have been awful. He just said he wants to make up for all the lost years.
Ah, so all of a sudden he wants to be a dad, yeah?
Mum, there's no need for you to worry.
Where was he all those years you were growing up, eh?
Mum, I said don't worry.